I bet if you push down on this, we'll go down into the shower. Hey, look, shower.
That?
Yeah, something like that.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Let's take the Chevy Suburban. Last week's video you saw, we worked on it. It got dark on us. I haven't driven it. I haven't moved it. I haven't done anything with it. So let's do a cold start, open the gate, go for a ride, and see what it actually performs like, because we think we got it. I've been disconnecting the battery, even though I don't need to, just because I'm, you know, nervous.
Just because he wired the truck.
Yeah, just because I did the work. I should check the oil, but if I check the oil and it's low, then I'll be worried about running it low. If I don't check it, then I know that it's low, and then I'll be all right.
If you don't check it, then you have no clue. Maybe it's completely full.
I doubt it with that little bit. Another thing I want to do on this, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this week because of the things I've got going on, but I have some other valve covers that got a PVC that will suck into there. I think I'm about trying that because it is pushing oil out. And I think when I change these valve covers to the old look, it doesn't have the road draft tube, and I think it's building pressure inside, even though it has this cap, and that's great, but that does down there, but it doesn't do nothing for up here. Anyways, I don't know. Let's see what we got. Oh, that came out. Can you see that?
Yeah, you got oil. Flip it the other way.
Yeah, we got
lots of oil. Full.
All right, so yeah, these Chevy blocks. Now you got to try to wiggle it back down in there.
Man, what a quality truck you got.
Oh,
here.
I know. When it was new, it was probably right there, but now that it's 60 years old, yeah, I got to put some RT and V on it. All right, get out of the way, John.
No, I want to keep my hand there so that we can then film the engine start.
No, I'm going to start it, but we're just going to drive it right away. Is all the junk out of the way?
Probably not.
It's hot in here.
Oh, weird. It's like it's a greenhouse.
Let's see if Rolly wants to come with us. Put that on pause. Well, it runs better. It runs better. Still doesn't feel like it has a lot of power, and that could be a timing issue. I might have to advance the timing a little bit more. But when you get on it, it kind of just... You can see it kind of accelerates at the speed of a Nerf arrow. Anyways, let's talk about the Suburban. I am done. D-U-N with this Suburban. I'm going to put a price in the description on this video. I have a title for this. Let me explain the title if you're not from Washington State. I got this out of a field. The owner had deceased 30 years prior to me discovering it. I had to go through what's called a 3-year title. I'm a year and a half into that. So you don't actually get a title until the 3 years are up, but you'll be owner of it. I can transfer that, and you can wait the other year and a half to actually get a paper title, but you'll still be the owner. You can license it, drive it, insurance. There should be no issue. That was Washington's way of doing it in the event that the dead man came back to life and wanted his item back, but it's not going to be an issue. So in the description, I'll give you a price on this Suburban. I'm motivated to sell it to the right individual, so if you want to lowball me, great. If you don't want to lowball me and you have an actual physical way of doing it, and you actually have money and you actually want to come get it, or you actually want to have it shipped, I will absolutely help you. If you need a ride from the airport, I'll help you. If you want to drive this home and you're more adventurous than me, that's an option. wouldn't do it. Not that I don't think it would make it, I just think, you know, there's a little items here and there to do. But anyways, doesn't matter. That's what I'm thinking about the Suburban. Fourth gears has a synchro issue. The brake squeaks a little. I've looked at it. I saw a little spot where the spring was scraping. I've adjusted it. It's better. Windshield's cracked. The wiring mostly works. I think I need a new brake switch or feed power to it because that didn't work. It could be a fuse. Windshield washers, wipers, I haven't messed with. Starts, runs, actually runs good. It just doesn't have a lot of. I think a guy would do good to put a bigger engine in it since it's a, you know, it's a full body truck. But I imagine it gets good gas mileage. But anyways, we got other stuff we're doing this weekend, so keep watching. But that's the update. Suburban is, I mean, it's really good if it's a cruiser, right? I mean, you're not going to drive this thing to New York to LA or nothing. Well, I guess you could, but it's just a cruiser. I'm going to thin my herd. That's part of my plan this summer. My 53 Ford, I know there was a fellow in Florida that I joked about in January. Hey, I'm going to bring that one out and sell it too. Originally I thought Mariana would enjoy it more, but her health is kind of limiting on what she can do right now. So it's just one more item that's in my yard that I would rather sell these and purchase a better project and move forward. As for those guys that are still watching the channel, I appreciate that. The thumbs up. We're kind of stagnant. I said that. We're coming up onto a year of doing YouTube. We've gotten a lot of things done. I've got a lot more things in my plan. But anyways, that's the update on the Suburban. I think we're going to go work on my motorhome. You'll see some more videos on that just because it's the season. And we'll talk to you later. So when I said it doesn't have any power, look at that choke, John. That thing's totally warmed up, but it's not warmed up, so we have to adjust it, which we didn't the other night. It was too dark to see and we hadn't driven it. So one of these will fit that. I'm going to say this. What you do on these, well, you get rid of this other out of your hand. We'll loosen these up. There's 3 of them. There's the other one. If your eyes are young, it'll say lean and rich. Remember that. See how that closes that? Get how the engine's now breathing better. Did you hear how it RPM came up a little bit?
I did.
It should be running smoother now. We'll leave it like that for summer, and then you can just give one of these a torque if you want. These upper 2 are easier. You can kind of leave that loose one down there on the bottom. You don't have to mess with it till we get it nailed in. It's still for sale. It's better, so I'm sticking to my price. Anyway, let's move on with the rest of our day. Okay, so every YouTuber has an RV that they've done something with. This is my RV video. Last year we did the Great Motorhome Race. This came in second. Earlier in the video, later in the video, I tell you about the lights I've repaired. I'm doing little things to this to keep it going. Come on, you guys live in an economy where expensive too. In the shower, it has a skylight. It's been coming down off and on for a couple of years. This winter when I got it out of storage, it was pretty noticeable that we're getting water into here. And it's coming through right here, and it would run down this, and it's starting to, if I catch it this year, I seal it up, I think we're going to be all right. I'm thinking about removing the skylight completely. I know the wood is not good. Look, this thing is built in 1988, so if I can keep it going for a few more years, hey, that's good. She runs good, she looks good. We just use it in the mountains of Washington. Let me show you what we're doing here with the ladder. So you can see in the past I've used this black. I know it's the wrong stuff. Type in the comments what you guys use on your RVs. But John has identified, he goes, well Dad, that didn't seal very good. And his theory is that the water will come in under here and then just go under the the metal, because the metal roof is actually in pretty good shape. There's no holes or nothing, but along the edges I've tried to seal it over the years, but we rarely get a warm day, and today's a warm day. And I think he might be right. I don't think that seals very good, and that's what you have to use around here when it's raining all the time. So I think what we're going to do is we'll get some putty knives, set up a second ladder, peel this off. I think I'm going to just remove that cover, put a piece of aluminum metal, go to the store, whatever, put a section from here right over, and then we'll go buy some, we'll go to the store and buy whatever we need, John, whatever we think is going to work for this. Because I don't want to lose the motorhome over a leaky roof. I know it's no primo deal, but have you priced motorhomes? Yeah. Another thing I want to do on this RV is take a look at the catalytic converter, see if that's plugged up. This actually is in good shape. Most of its life was spent in Arizona, so it's a pretty dry unit. And then I bought it from a guy up here that had sold it to buy a different one so he could live in better. And this has been great for the kids, the dogs. We've been to Grand Canyon, Mexico. We've been all over the West Coast. You know, get yourself a little RV, not an expensive one, and you can see the USA. Anyways, yeah, I think John's right, because look, if I'm messing with that, it just is peeling off. So we're going to shut off the camera, do some work, and then we'll give you updates. So we're giving you the mid-job update. In the warm weather today, we just get our
Pudding knife, you stick it under there?
Our pudding knife. But you can see this stuff doesn't stick very good. And John's theory is that that's where the water is. Well, actually, the water, we know the water's coming around the skylight. We can see that there was gaps here, and it has this trough. And you can see that dog's barking at the neighbor. Idiot. Anyways, you can see that has, you can't get out. He's just being dumb.
Well, it sounds like they're together.
Anyways, back to me, John. Focus on me, not the dogs. Anyways, we think that the water gets in there and comes around, so we're just going to go ahead and finish stripping this, get rid of this, go find a piece of aluminum metal, put over top, get a new coating, go over top, and then next year we'll see. I'll let you know how it worked or not. Annoying motorcycles. Doesn't that look fun? Other than wearing all those hot clothes. Anyways, look at how this you get under this like this, and it just peels right up, which is what we were trying to say, that it looked good on the surface. But it's the wrong product, it doesn't stick.
Well, you were trying to glue it down to the white stuff to quit working. You needed to peel the white stuff off the
I wasn't the first guy to do this. And I've had this motorhome a while, and it's always kind of leaked, but real mild. And so I put another layer on. But now it's getting out of hand. I don't like it anymore. I can do better. Now the neighbor's yelling at his dog.
And oh, there's the neighbor's dog.
Oh, that's Emma.
Hi, Emma.
That's not Emma.
That's not Emma.
That's a black lab, but that's not Emma.
Emma's a female. That's not a female.
Yeah, I can see why there's a problem in the backyard now. We got us a stray. They look happy, but Rolly's like, nah, you get out of my land. All right, see you, bud. Yeah, I don't know who that dog is.
Yeah, it's probably one of the other neighbor's dogs.
Yeah. Well, I live in the city. You know, everybody's got a pet. That's why I keep mine in a fence. Little Rolly. Story time with Darren, as Mary would say. Little Rolly's been hit by a car just out there in the street. Little Rolly's drowned in a lake almost. I had to go out into the water and rescue him because he walked on some thin ice. 26 degrees. Was not good. It was cold. And then he's been bit by another dog down there. We had to spend money on shots. So.
Yeah, the dog gets into a lot of problems.
Yeah, so when we hear him barking, we don't think much of it. Every YouTuber has a motorhome video. Most of them wreck motorhomes.
You're trying to save one.
Well, this is my free motorhome, if you really want the story. I had another motorhome a guy gave me. It was one of those, you come get it started and running, you get it out of here, and I did, and I fixed it up, and it was a Class A, and it was super cool. But it was too big for what I wanted to do. And so then I decided to go ahead and sell that one and buy this one. So I call it this one free because I used the money from that to do this. Update, the dog is still lost, the man is still looking. What will we do? The roof's still leaking. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go from mediocre to committed. Let's just go go ahead and keep on prying. Prying is akin to trying. Is that one right there?
Not anymore. No,
Can you believe, John, that a motorhome that was put together by meth heads in 1988 was going to have a leak in 2024? Can you believe that?
I can't believe that you're supposed to be able to walk on this.
Yeah.
It's just foam and very thin plywood.
I would think that this is what originally probably failed.
Yeah, probably.
This looks like a job for Mr. Grinder. We get Mr. Grinder up here.
I bet if you push down on this, we'll go down into the shower. Hey, look, shower.
That?
Yeah, something like that.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I think.
What if we go get a real skylight and put over it and we can screw it in?
Well, yeah, you just gotta put the good glue down. And it'll last for maybe, how old is this?
1988. Somebody else can do the math, put it in the comments, but it's freaking old. And look, it's just starting to rot the wood there. We're in okay shape. Okay shape. Yeah, don't walk on it. It's okay shape, John. I don't know why when these things go off a cliff, they just fly to pieces or they burn up, and it's nothing to kid about. We've had a family member lose one of these as they were trying to stay in, and it caught fire on the freeway, actually. But anyways, the moral of the story is these are flimsy. Make sure you have good smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Luckily, this one's been so wet, it hasn't had a problem. But yeah, let's cut a piece of metal, go right over this. I'll get the grinder. We'll clean this mess up.
I thought you were going to buy a good skylight.
Well, I was just kidding about that. I think I'm done with the whole shower skylight. I like to shower at night. It doesn't even do anything. You still got to use the light. That's why we put new lights in it, John. Oh, maybe the dog's back? Nope.
No, he's barking at us.
All right, let's get a bucket and clean up all this tar.
No, let's just leave it up here.
No, it's air conditioning now.
That's supposed to be air conditioning.
Let's just do it before we lose daylight. All right, here we go. Get rid of this. Into the flower bed.
There's something solid in there.
I think there's a rock in there. So John thought we should do a little recording because he thought it was fun. This is a piece of foam that we needed for the RV. We drove this Subaru today, and all it's done now is we put it up against the
you say up against the ceiling. It's got like 6 inches.
It's got a little gap because it's kind of like. Anyways, the funny part about it is now the air conditioner is more efficient because we got this extra insulation, John. And we just got like that. He said we should have driven the truck, and I said, well, man, a piece of foam costs less than what the truck would cost for fuel, and on top of that, it'd still blow out of the back. So we're gonna try this.
That's what ratchet straps are for.
Stupid. So we just got back from the Home Depot. No, Lowe's. We got this at Lowe's, John.
We went to both.
Yeah. Anyways, these here, these screws, we're gonna tap them down with the ball peen. I gotta have to take this up a little bit here. Get that kind of flat. Kind of floppy loppy out there. If you ever walk on this, John, don't walk over there.
If I ever walk through this, just prepare to be inside the motorhome.
Yeah, you can become part of the roof. So, while we were in town, we had done some of this and it works. And I found this little guy. I don't know, has anybody ever used one of these before?
You don't even have to take the packaging off.
What? So you don't even have. Are you serious, John? We just could do it with this?
I'm sure it'd work.
Now I could take it down in there and tell them, I'd like to return this, please. Whoa.
Well, now you can't return it. That's definitely doing better.
That's a good bit. Well, we paid $130 for that piece of metal, one piece of foam, some roof coat, and a couple of things of caulk, and this $10 guy. All right, we'll use our leaf blower here in a minute, but to check, this is where our metal doesn't cover these, but that's okay because I'm going to pull these screws. We're going to fit it under here, and then I've got some seam tape. We're going to seam it, and then we're going to coat the whole thing, and everybody will be happy. Bob's your uncle. All right,
I don't have an Uncle Bob.
Let me blast this and pull that up, and we'll get back with you in a minute. John thinks I should rough up the metal. Give it the best chance.
Ow.
Guess we got those fingerprints all over it, right? Let's put that over there. And then we gotta take this here. This is what they did originally, John, so how could it fail?
Well, it failed before. I like how you just skipped a corner.
Well, it's because it's like it got... What's going on with this thing? Is this another chin-up problem? There's no way that's empty.
No, it's probably clogged.
It's not my gun.
You're having a great time, aren't you?
Well, why is it
clogged?
Where's those scissors at?
They're over probably behind you. Turn around, look down.
Okay. I don't know how it can be clogged.
Well, there's no way it can be clogged now.
Turn around, get your caulk gun stuck. No, it's junk. This is like, there's $5 I'm not getting back. Do I dare?
You can if you want.
Why would it get clogged?
Because something in there hardened. Is there something solid in there?
It looks like it put two pieces of... It's like there's another one of these in there that the machine jammed. I've never seen that.
Oh, well, now you have. You're not going to rub that where it's supposed to go. You're going to rub it everywhere else.
John, I'm just trying to get done. You guys think if we didn't film this, you'd be like, oh, they're making that up. No, that's the way stuff goes for me. This is why we named it Just Enough. We just barely get enough stuff done.
Wow. Needing bleaching. Well, might as well. Since the tube's messed up, might as well use the rest of the tube.
Oh yeah, we're going to have a squish over effect.
You need some over there. Yeah, there you go.
That is not going very smoothly, but you know what?
You got enough.
Just enough, John. Just enough.
Yeah, to seal for until next year.
Did a seagull go on the roof of your RV? Yes.
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 I was the seagull. It was a caulk gun. Caulk gun made a seagull noise.
Okay.
I think you got one more squeeze out of that.
No, I don't. Okay, so now what you do
Is you throw that away.
is you use this as your trowel.
I thought you were going to use the aluminum to just do it.
John, who owns the motorhome?
No one. No motorhome owns itself.
It's mine. If that's my mistake, then I own it.
You calling the motorhome a mistake?
Yeah. Since I got all this extra, we'll go over those holes, even though they're not outside the metal. The Winnebago company could have done this better.
Yeah, they could have made it last more than...
35 years.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
then
it's
you
more
throw
than
that
that.
in your flower bed too.
Because it's 2024.
Okay, then we take this. Oh, is it still got stuff on it? What's your face? You lift up on that plastic a little bit. Did it kind of go under there?
Yeah. It kind of went under there. We forgot to fill 5-gallon buckets with water.
Oh, we don't need to do that. I think the tape's going to do it.
Alright.
The sun is going to be our friend.
Our friend.
You got a friend. Oh, copyrighted.
Most things are.
All right. So that is how you replace a skylight. I think it might be a little bit.
Hey, you know what? No one's gonna see it from the ground.
There, now that's perfect. Okay, so should we let that dry and then put the tape over, or should I try to stick the tape to it
Glue the tape down, why not?
and then coat the whole thing?
Uh-huh. And then it'll leak next year because somehow we messed something up.
Well, we're trying to avoid that part, John.
Yeah, but you know how everything goes.
We're trying to just get her done. All right, we're wasting tape. It's expensive. It's digital. Let's get back when I show you what we're done here. I'm gonna finger this for a while.
The tape's digital? Oh, I get what you mean now.
Yeah.
Recording.
So I got this. I don't know if it's the best. It's part silicone, part roof patch. We've seen different kinds. I'm not sure. I had a blackjack coat stuff in mind that somebody sent me. They didn't have it, but the temperature's right, the weather's right, so I'm going for it. You can see we put that first sealing down. Then we have this. We've gone over the seams, and now this is going to go over that. And you know, if it don't work out, well, it was $130 wasted, but I don't see how it could be any worse than what we had before, John.
Well, what we had before it leaked. So
I'm sure that this can has not been, so I like to make a little deal like this I can throw away. Looks plastic.
That's because it's part silicone.
Looks pretty good. And so you always want to do that right by your face,
In case anything goes wrong.
so when it goes wrong.
I think you got enough.
Hopefully it won't dry before I can smear that around. Yeah, probably should have had a roller for this.
Yeah, well, I didn't
It
find
is
one.
what it is, bud. This brush is horrible, John.
It's the only one I found.
Well, it's supposed to go over everything. I think it's going to look like a patch when we're done.
I think it's gonna look worse than a patch.
Oh, no. You're just judging it by the beginning. You got to judge it by the end. Like for example, I started right here. So now when I want to reach over, it's going to get all over me.
Yeah.
As opposed to being smart about it. Move my tool bench. Did that one go into the motorhome?
One of them looked like it did.
I should put the lid on this before I throw it over, huh?
I don't think you should throw that one. Ah, got him.
Can you believe that would get broke? I need that hammer later to put the lid back on this.
So why'd you get rid of it?
I don't think. I'm not a thinker. I'm a doer. Like, I'm not thinking about doing anything but doing this.
Yeah, I can tell by the fact that you put some of that seal coat on the side of the air conditioner.
Oh yeah, I'm sealing that too.
Yeah, you just...
Oh, it's drying pretty fast, so I guess I better hurry.
No.
Now this is where I fall through.
Well, yeah, you're on the rotten section of the roof.
No, that's down below. You're on the rotten section.
Well, yeah, but also, we saw what the plywood is. It's like less than 1/4 of an inch
I'm gonna
of plywood.
say it's got some issues. I'm not gonna argue with you.
And then it's foam, so
It's got some issues.
I don't think you're supposed to be more than like 20 pounds if you're gonna walk on this.
I wonder how thick you're supposed to make this stuff.
Well, you're making it all of it.
Well, why don't you turn off that and go find a better paintbrush They don't have a chance. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Hopefully you can see it's coming together. We've just done this section. That's as far as our little homemade scaffold will reach. We're blasting ourselves out here in the heat. This is tacking up real nice. So if it needs another coat, we've got some of the can left. We only used a quart maybe. That was a piece of aluminum I put on there. I didn't put any more screw holes in it, and the tape covered those that I had along with the caulking that I put on there that was supposed to be for this stuff. So we'll see what happens. Let me take you inside and show you what's going on in there. So you can see this is what the bottom looks like. And what I've engineered for this is I have a piece of foam that we'll put in here as a insulator, and then I have another section of that piece of foam I'm going to glue in here, and that'll become the roof. And for an old motorhome that we use 3 times a year, it'll be just perfect. It's got this foil back on it, so that's going to become the ceiling. After that all dries up, I don't want to push on it yet. That'll become the ceiling. That was $10, so it's worth a try. It'll get my insulation value back in case I ever go somewhere in the winter. Should stop the leak. And like I say, I've got a little bit of issue here, but I'll glue that up. And I'll probably show you when it's all said and done, but you know. Anyways, the lights worked out good. And on to the next part of our lives. I'm inside the interior of my motorhome. Last year we did a film. Mary, you can link it to the Great Motorhome Race. I think it was the title. It was 3 minutes and 40-ish seconds. Mm-hmm. This motorhome that I am standing in, 2 motorhomes in a 2 motorhome race, it came in second, which is the same as last. So able to this year's motorhome race, I am going to prepare this motorhome to be lightning fast. And how
it's a rematch, same 2 motorhomes.
And how am I going to win this year? Lighting. I am changing the lights to go to LED. And this might not interest a lot of people, but I know that a lot of people have RVs, a lot of people... It's tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. The motorhome beat me fair and square. Go watch the video. It was close. I had extra people. I had all the equipment. Not an excuse. But this year, I'm going to be looking good doing it because we are changing. So Mrs. Just Enough Garage bought me these after that trip because we needed better lighting. So Amazon, these are a year old. I've had these for a year. There's these singles, and then this is a fan. We don't...
And some doubles.
It goes up under there. That fan had fallen off once and broke all the plastic. This motorhome is not new. I've had it for 10 years at least.
Yeah, 8 or 10
We
years.
put 14,000 miles on it, and these are doubles. These are supposed to be LED lights.
Yeah, this motorhome's seen the Grand Canyon at least once.
Yeah, it's gone to the Mexican border one time. And
oh, yeah?
we've done lots of local trips with it.
It's seen all of the I-5.
Yeah, she gets 7 miles to the gallon. Another video I might do is try to increase the mileage on this. I think I might try to look at the muffler.
But we know that lights is far more efficient for winning a race.
Anyways,
Sorry,
I counted
the
these
camera.
out. I've got these singles. Some
one over
work,
there.
some don't. That one doesn't. This one actually works here on the switch when you come in the door. You know, but they're fine, but they use a lot of battery power. This red wire, in case you guys ever have one of these fridges by, who is this? Norcold. This fridge works awesome on propane and 110 volt. It works on 12 volt. But what happens is, for some reason in this cabinet, on a hot day, it'll overheat and want to shut down. But if you run 12 volts from your wire straight to your fuel switch, it's gonna work. You have no control over this part, but you don't need that.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I've never known. I go, Darian and his hokiness.
Yeah, I jump the switch.
Because this is where I sleep when we're in here.
I jump the switch, light it with
I
a
just
match.
ignore it.
It does fine. Maybe it'll freeze a few things, but whatever.
It's cold enough then. We know
We're going to make this a short video, Mary. Let's not get confused. Let's just show the people how to do one. And the reason...
Oh, you're going to get dead bugs everywhere
well,
like
that's
that.
the plastic.
Yeah, but that one's sealed up. You're going to get dead bugs everywhere.
What these are they've got a little...
Bulbs.
Just a single bulb in it. That one still works. It's burnt. They just got a single bulb in them.
No, my kids aren't going to know what light bulbs are
Oh.
that are like this with filaments. They're only going to know LEDs.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Oh,
you're messing everything up.
that was the broken one
I
anyways.
couldn't find my good deal, so I have to use this piece of junk. I know, it's 2 weeks in a row of wiring. I try not to bore you guys with this.
This isn't wiring. This is race car stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Race motorhome.
How do you make a fat old motorhome go quicker? Light.
Okay, well, pick the one off the floor.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that something now?
I don't want to.
I'm not a 12 volt guy, but I'm a 12 volt guy. You put the black to white and the white to green. Are they high? I mean,
we just said this is a hot box motorhome.
golly,
Not the hot box of that kind, but
these guys. I should have enough wire if I just cut it like that, right? This one still works. Should we save it forever?
No. What's happening at Clown College today?
So, okay.
Clown College beats racing school.
All right, so you got red, 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 red to the switch. Here you got black, black, black to the switch. And so now the white is ground, which now is black. So white to black. So this black one needs to go to the white, and then green will go to red. Yay!
Christmas. We got Christmas and we got penguins.
What a bunch of goons.
Are these your good pair of strippers or no?
Sure. Good as $6 ever purchased. I think these are Home Depot ones I've had for years.
Green.
Okay, now if Mary doesn't feel my belly hanging under my shirt, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen here.
Life happens.
I'm sure anybody watching this show...
Well, now you got all your screws mixed up.
I'm sure anybody watching this show doesn't have belly hanging out of their shirt either. Okay, should I take this off first? Sure.
Oh, no. You'll scratch it all up.
If I don't take it off first, then
You're
when
going to
I...
forget about it and it's going to get all
No, then when I go to yank the plastic off, it'll pull
You'll
out.
yank the whole thing off? What, you don't trust the structural integrity of that?
Anyways, I think that this is just enough garage spent. Just $100 on these or something.
They're going to be all white lighting, so they'll make you feel like you're in a hospital instead of a motorhome.
Yeah, keep the boogeyman away when you're trying to make dinner.
Oh, no, I feel like...
It was always dark
White
here. I
light.
think I'm going to add one under here somewhere, because this
that
one worked, but it
Then he
burned
could put up
out.
his own little LED.
That doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work anymore, but he did set up something, and
This is an old motor house.
it was blue.
Okay, what did I say we had to do here? Black to white, right?
Yeah, black to white and red and green. The red-green show? That's not this show.
No.
Bunch of clowns, too, though.
Yeah, they were really cutting edge on
They made more money than we have made money being clowns.
Well,
though.
yeah. I mean, they're professional.
They're professional clowns. They went to college and everything.
These are just 12 volts, so that's probably got power on it. No, I have the switch off. We're good to go.
Dad, where do you put the screws in?
In the ceiling.
Yeah, but on the outside you can't see any holes.
I
so
probably
you
have to take the
You have
lens
to
off.
take off some mount of some sort.
Okay, let's just see if it works.
Dangalina.
Seriously?
We're never going to win that race.
I mean, the thing worked until I touched it.
You did ask if you should save that one.
What the hell? Well, let's reverse the wires.
Yeah, switch them.
Maybe the guy before me was high as a kite and didn't know what he was doing. So whatever. So I did black to white, which was switch power. So I should do red
To white.
to white.
Candy canes.
Ooh, those will spark and then they'll make a fire.
Oh, yeah. What's your insurance like on this? Not enough.
It don't matter.
No.
This thing don't owe me
I am
nothing.
in love with it.
Yeah. It's far enough away from the house.
Yeah, and the house is brick, so, you know, it's harder to burn from the outside.
The firemen can come and practice. Ooh. See, you just gotta hook it up until you get the wires the way you want.
Electrician.
You know, I was building this house one time on a lake, and the electrician was in there, and He said, if you don't get shocked once a day, you're not a real electrician. And we said, I don't think you should ever get shocked.
How much are we paying you?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's probably long gone. He was an old timer then, and that was years ago. You weren't even a twinkle in my eye.
I wasn't twinkling in my own eye either.
Okay, so that's what the inside of the light looks like.
Great, then
And
just
it's
take them
easier-
off in the future to take the plastic
It's
off.
easier to get the plastic off when you... Some people probably think, hey, these guys are just joking because they're on a video and they got socially awkwardness. No.
No, we're idiots.
Yeah.
This is who we
This
are.
is pretty much the way it goes. I hope my wife bought extra ones.
Honestly, I make fun of him less on camera. You know, to be a good daughter and all.
Yeah, keep up appearances.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got it. See, now those little pieces come out.
You just put it in the other one. What
now-
you doing? Where's your garbage bin? Where's your garbage
it's,
pile?
It's going to be one of those boxes. So I have
Okay.
4 screws and 8 choices.
By my measuring, that's 6 choices.
No, well, I got 8 choices here.
Well, there's 6.
But I only got
drill
4.
holes.
Well, they're not going to line up.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could use your old screws. They'd work fine.
Well,
They can make it super secure.
you would think so, wouldn't you?
Well, the old screws are also longer.
I'm just trying to get it to... Oh, it does. It covers the last decades ago stuff. All right. Put a screw on there, kiddo. One of the little ones will be fine.
Oh.
You might have to stand up.
I don't know what he thinks he's doing. He don't got a screw.
Oh, I'm practicing.
I'm gonna get my fingers pinned.
All right. Does that look like a square shirt? It looks...
Yeah, it's lined up with its old line.
Okay, I could probably hold that now. Do you think these are built in China?
Probably.
I think they probably are.
Probably says on the box.
Yeah.
Oh. Right there. Made in China.
Country of origin, huh?
No, it says made in China.
Well,
We can assume it originated there then.
Okay. All right. Oh, go. Okay, start with those, finish with these. Got it. Okay, that one doesn't... There it goes. There it goes.
Just need to hit it.
Gotta speak to it properly. Okay, so now, let's check it out. Well, that's already bright. I don't even have to do the rest. That's brighter than all of them turned on.
True.
It's supposed to use a lot less power, too. Because look at how many they got there. 3. And that middle one I know doesn't work. The bulb is burned out on it.
So we just replaced the middle one.
Shoot, man, that's nice. So how many of those...
What is it? How bright is it with just the one?
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So then, of course, there's a switch. Yeah, maybe I should just get out of just enough garage.
And go to motorhome lightings?
No, just go to RV. And you know those people who do RVs when they travel and all that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, rat rods and hot rods and death traps didn't seem to do it. Let's try motorhomes.
I'm sorry, you're saying this POS isn't a death trap?
Well, it's showing its age. She's an old girl, though.
Younger than you.
1988, this model. And it's got 68,000 miles, and I put 14,000 of those on myself with my kids. We carry the dogs, the kids, everything. Remember?
That used to be my seat, and Rolly stole it from me.
Do you remember that one
You
time?
can't fight him out of it.
Remember that one time we were outside of Disney? I'm going to reveal something about my daughters.
Oh, story time with Darian.
Story time with Derek. We had traveled up from San Diego, and everybody was fried, exhausted. And these girls of
And
mine...
we were all getting the flu.
These girls of mine decided to wrestle.
It was me and a sister.
Yeah, you two were
I'll take credit. It was
throwing
me.
punches and being jerks.
I wasn't throwing punches.
There was a 5-gallon water bottle here because we had a pump you could pump so that you weren't drinking from the tank. Because, anyways.
It's hokey.
So I'm back there with my wife.
It's Thanksgiving
Trapped.
Day.
there was a bed here, a bed there, and you guys were screwing around so much that you kicked the door open, the water bottle went out and burst on the street.
It exploded.
You look like a bunch of rednecks falling out of the trailer after it, and I'm like, losing my mind. And then, anyways, classic. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but at the end of the day, my wife's like, well, you should have been nice. I'm nicer.
Do you know why we were arguing in the first place?
I have no idea.
We were arguing because I wanted to go to the pool and nobody would go with me.
It was like 9 at night.
Yeah, that's when it wasn't hot. It's Southern California in November.
Oh, Johnny, but the dang pool's closed.
No, it wasn't.
You should have went because you made that parking lot into a pool.
Hey, Rolly. Are we going to go on a ride? Or are we just putting in racing lights?
Rolly's being so good. He's just been sitting here. He absolutely loves to go on a trip. He's just sitting here like, you're taking me, right? You're taking me, right? You're taking me, right?
He started in a spot, and then, oh yeah, we did those too.
So we found a situation here. Well, first of all the wires changed color. These only work one way, so you just have to test them. But I wasn't getting power, which I thought this was bad. And then I come down here to my fuse panel, and we found a 15 amp fuse that if you wiggled it just right, it worked. But inside it was blown out. So John's going to get one of those, which then will make all this stuff work again, and I believe it's on this same circuit. So I'm going to have so much faith that I'll put this together, and then we'll have to take it apart when it doesn't work. And what did we find on one of these, Mary? So one of the switches was bad.
Oh yeah, that one. Only one side works, the switch. I mean, the other light side might work, but
yeah, I could probably
the LED board might
probably
work.
wired it something different, but
we had a spare, so
here, hold this up for me. Yeah, we had one extra one, which is a good thing because China let us down and they didn't quality control.
Jeez, you're gonna strip the thing out?
They didn't quality control one. Yeah, let go. Get out of the way.
Golly.
Hold this. Move. Don't be in the way. Stop helping. Yeah.
Camera in the face, girl. Nice thing about this is I don't have to hold the flashlight.
Well, once I put that zip tie in there.
Oh yeah. Shimmed it up.
She's been working fine.
Oh, I hear John.
Yeah, I think he found a 15 amp fuse.
Well, he didn't, and he comes back in shame.
He can come back with a 20 amp fuse. I don't care.
Well, then you're going to be disappointed because we don't have anything.
Well, you got a whole jar full right there.
Ah,
Yeah.
shoot.
All of these are too small or too big.
What? No
Oh,
way.
there's a 30 amp. Never mind.
He said, I don't even care if he comes back with a 20. What about double
Oh,
the
yeah,
amperage?
green. Yeah, put it in. I mean,
Good news, it can't blow easily.
we collected those out of some car somewhere. That's worth about $30 right in that little cup.
He got long fingers for it.
This one?
Yeah, that's the 30 amp.
Oh, that's as good as 215 amps.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it works, because this one's way in the back here. And I moved these wires early with the 110 volt stuff, and it made a big spark, so I can't see. Mary, you're in the light. Get your camera out of my face.
You're putting your face in my camera.
Your chocolate's getting in my peanut butter.
That was a good commercial.
Let's try to break it with this. This actually is designed for this, so don't be all daring. You're gonna wreck it.
It's got rubber handles. He's
You
going, John,
guys
get
are-
out of the light.
Turn on some lights. God, you guys. Old and stupid, and then you can't see.
I'm using my cell phone light here.
Oh, that's better. Let's build this so you gotta reach.
You gotta drop the fuse in there.
You guys remember the game Operation?
Yeah, I was never good at it.
Same idea.
Came out when you were a kid.
I think that's a good sign.
The fanless fan is going.
The fanless fan is going. I got power back to my panel. No.
It's a good thing we got the fuse cup.
You got some power back there.
All right, that dirty thing works. Oh, beauty, eh?
Sweet cheese.
Oh, that's gonna make us think we want to clean this. How dirty it is now. It's been in storage. It's not our fault. Okay,
It's your fault.
He doesn't live in here.
He's but a little man.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of the video for tonight.
The magic fan doesn't help with our racing.
You got two.
Only the lights.
Two, for in case you break one. I guess they're stamped a little different.
Put the nicer one on.
Now, which way does it go?
On there.
This side towards. What does that say?
This side's towards the motor. So it flush mounts.
So like that.
Yep. Well, that makes sense. Then the fan blades are sucking up.
Well, it's got a flat spot. Does this have a flat spot in it? Oh, turn on the light.
What are you yelling
Oh
at
yeah,
us
look,
for?
it looks
Oh
like.
yeah, tiny little notch.
Come on, Amazon. Flat spot that way. Flat spot this way. Oh, you can do it.
Okay, Rosie.
Oh, beauty, eh? Okay.
Watch her shine. Oh, baby. Darian.
Look at that, it actually works.
Oh boy. Well, it's never gonna. It did light up for a second.
Now it blows it out. Go outside and put your hand on the outside of the motor house and see if it works.
John?
Yeah, you do
You
it,
get
Mary.
the
You got the
honors.
dang camera. Get on out
John's got
there.
the camera.
Get on now, get.
I'm not tall enough to reach that.
You got barely anything coming out of here.
But I have something coming out of there.
Alright, say bye to the people.
No, don't say bye.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's in the right spot.
I was like, get the plastic. You got all the plastic under there.
Move your out of the way. Now, is the smoke going out through the fan?
It's going out the window.
I think it's the air conditioner screwing it up.
We'll turn it off. Then you have one less variable.
Oh. Since we're screwing around and nobody cares. Why does it smell like paper towel in here?
Or paper towel.
Put your hand out.
It smells like campfire, Dad.
Throw that in the trash.
Well, he's not done with it.
I was talking about John.
You're gonna throw John in the trash?
So John and I decided to take a ride. Mary's with us. Mrs. Just Enough Garage. We're going to a place called Friday Harbor. It's out in the San Juan Islands. We haven't been out here in a couple of years. Not really nothing to do with cars. We're walk-on passengers. But there are cars on this ferry.
Friday Harbor.
We'll let you know what it is when we get there. And we'll probably film a little on the way. So as John and I are taking a walk around, as we mentioned earlier, this is a Washington State ferry. It's like 15 something a person, adults. We just walk on. Once you're paid, whatever island you're going to. When you come back, you just get on the ferry, keep your ticket obviously. But this is a chain of small islands in here that we're going through. Obviously I don't know the names of them because I didn't turn on my Google map.
There's also even smaller islands if you go.
Yeah, there's a little. Anyways, we're gonna spend the day goofing around this place.
There's a little reef.
Yeah. There goes one going the other way. A bunch of other islands on this side of the ship. This is a Thursday afternoon. It's pretty busy actually. But height of the season. It's about an hour crossing to where we're going. Yeah, it's an hour crossing. So we're at a whale museum here in Friday Harbor. So this little map, when we were out on the ocean, well, bay, inlet, sound, Puget Sound. Anyways, the ferry came through this way, and the islands I was showing you earlier to Friday Harbor. I think it's here. It could be there. I'm not sure. Anyways, that's where we're at today, and we took this tour of the whale museum just to check it out. Okay, well, we took a ride out to Friday Harbor. We also saw, was it Lopez Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Lopez.
Well, Friday Harbor's on San Juan Island.
Yes, San Juan Island is Friday Harbor. Anyways, just to let you know, we do other things besides cars. Today we just did this. We just did it as a walk-on. It wasn't very expensive. We had a good time. And this weekend, I think we're still got a car show to go to, a parade, and we're going to work on some other stuff in the shop. Thanks for watching.
I do, yeah.
Looking at this 50 Ford. It's got the 49 through 53 Ford engine, which of course is correct. The water neck is forward to the ones I just purchased the other day. So, just curious. We're at a car show here.
Otherwise, I'd know it was for sure. Hi there. There's a picture of me over on this side from when I was in high school. No way.
So this is an M38A1, which is obviously what it says. But this was a pre-CJ5, a couple of years. 55 was the first CJ5. Anyways, this is military. My M38 was 50 through 53, I think. Then this came out in 52 or thereabouts. Anyways, this is the second gen. We explain that it's the third generation of military Jeeps from World War II. Then the M38, then this one. Anyways, neat to see.